Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Road to 2400 series. 2199. We're a little bit below 2200 again. But, okay, we got the Berlin. I think we've been getting a lot of the Berlin recently. Okay. Is he going for the Berlin endgame? Or is he going for something a little bit more exciting? Okay, we got him thinking a lot here on move 6. Not sure what exactly he's given so much thought about, but maybe he's just going to the bathroom or something. Okay, he ticks. So maybe he is going for Berlin endgame. But this it's a little bit different here though, because no, I guess this isn't the Berlin endgame. Now if he does this, it's not the same thing, right? Because he'd have to play that right away and then bishop takes. Yeah, this is just the sort of I don't know what you call it, but it's like this sort of standard position you get in the Berlin a lot. Okay, let's get castled. Put the bishop here. Never sure exactly how to play this position, but I feel like it usually leads to kind of a position where it's like it's a little bit awkward to sort of figure out where to place your bishops as black, but it's not like a horrible position or anything. Probably this is the idea, and this, I think. Maybe see that. Okay, this guy's really he's like a deep thinker here. Like this guy's spending like minutes at a time thinking about these incredibly early moves. Scope this guy out. Hmm. Okay. Let's go here. Continue with our plan. Yeah, I always get a little bit sketched out when people take like a huge amount of time at the very beginning. Whenever people sort of play chess in like a kind of non-normal way, I'm always like, ah, this guy cheating or something. But I don't know. I mean, I looked at his profile. It's hard. You can't really tell. Okay, so let's go here. Targeting the pawn. Now he's not able to defend it so easily. Like, how is he defending this pawn, right? Because I've got sort of three attackers. I mean, I've really got, oh, I guess that works. I mean, now he's kind of blocking his rook. I feel like he's having some issues with coordination, right? Now I have like an idea like this, for example. Okay. I feel like there's like some tactics in the air here. Like takes, takes. Yeah, maybe none of it works. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring the bishop out. Maybe put it there. Yeah. I don't want to trade this knight off. I can also go here, like that. My pieces are getting a little bit cramped, though. Let's just go for this. That was my original idea. I feel like that's a reasonable idea. Maybe he's gonna play b3, but if he does that, not the end of the world. Probably even get b5 in myself to stop any c4. Yeah, the good thing is we're way up on the clock. So, okay, that I think we're going to be happy to trade that off. Because frankly, this night is like a little bit awkward for me anyway. I wonder if we want to trade off again to get the queen active. Yeah, I'm going to try for that. I mean, maybe it'll just play queen here or something. Because now this is an idea. I can always just go back. Now I feel like I'm a little bit less cramped in terms of space. The dark square bishop it felt kind of awkward. It's just like staring at this pawn chain. If it's here, it sort of feels like it's, open to getting chased away. Okay, yeah. So he does bring the queen out. So let's take. And let's. I want to bring Park Queen out too. Does this do anything? I don't think it really does anything. I'll be a bit careful here, though. My idea, I guess, is we could go here. Kick the knight away. And then play queen here. Kind of like that idea. There's no light square bishop. This would connect the rooks. Like, I assume the knight's going back here or something. Yeah, okay. But say we just play here, right? When he has this check, which like looks a bit scary, but I think after this, there's nothing, right? Because the bishop covers the fork. So I could be wrong, but I think that this check is not actually scary because of the bishop. And obviously, if he doesn't take the queen, I think we'll just take his queen. He takes the queen, then we just play c takes d6, undouble our pawns. That's got to be a slight improvement. That's got to be a slight improvement, I would think. Okay, we got him thinking again. We got him thinking, which is good. And he's, down a couple minutes on the clock, so his position feels kind of drawish, but yeah, definitely feels pretty draw-like. But the question is, yeah, what's our sort of source of advantage potentially? There are pawns on both sides of the board. Sometimes that makes the bishop better than the knight. The knight is kind of controlled by these pawns. And so, requires a bit of a maneuver to get to some better squares. And if we had the pawn on d6, it might not be so easy for him to do that. The more time this guy burns, the better I feel about this position. Rooks are staring at each other. I think we'll just kind of keep that situation in place. I'm not too afraid of this. I think we can even just play b5 and maybe a5. Okay, so he does go for this, but again, like, is there like a threat? I don't really see any threat here. Okay. So the threat is just to hit this pawn. I guess because if I go here, Hmm. I hadn't really thought of that move. I guess one thing I could do is I can trade this rook and then put a rook here. Sort of makes me somewhat vulnerable to the second rook infiltrating, though. It might actually, this might be a little bit worse for me. I might have surrendered a pawn. Hmm. Because I could go here, too. Maybe that's the better way to do, because now if his rook infiltrates. No, I guess this actually is not good because it attacks this pawn. So, I mean, I have this where I can kick the knight. I guess the thing is because the knight it's a tempo move on the knight. If the knight backs up, I can then push this pawn or something. But it is getting a little bit scary. I definitely think I underestimated that, and I didn't see that knight f5 move. That was a smart move on his part. That was a smart move for sure. But he's burning so much time. Like this guy's burning so much time that I think there's like a lot of chess left here. So if he's just gonna burn all this time, eventually, yeah. So he does go for this. So I think this is basically the only move. Yeah, knight comes back, hits the bishop, threatening to double the pawns. Now, I guess I can, to protect this pawn, I mean, I can just push it. Yeah, I don't like that my pawns are getting doubled, but what choice do I have here? So I could let him take the pawn and then hit the rook with tempo. Like, for example, say I go here, right? This sort of, oh no, I guess then he would just take. He would just take. Yeah, I guess I don't really have any great options here, do I? What I'm going to do is just, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna push this pawn. Yeah, I'll let him double the pawns. I don't think I really had a way to avoid that. I'm gonna bring the king. But yeah, this is feeling like a better position for him for sure because the rook is so active, right? It's like, okay, let's go here. Oh, that's an interesting move. Okay, so what if I go here now? Guess he wants this. Yeah, maybe I have to. He is finding a lot of good moves now. He was definitely like spending so much time, and now he's finding like a lot of good moves. I don't think I can let the rooks get here, so I think I've gotta get active. I gotta just give up that pawn and just do my best to defend this. Let's go here. I can put my rook there. It's kind of defensive. Not so easy to kick away. Yeah. Go here. The idea being that to kick it away, the problem is my king is sort of stuck. Yeah, this is not looking good at all. Trade off some of these pawns, maybe. I guess he is going to go for this eventually because now this is defended. This is the problem. It's like, yeah, I get like so suspicious. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to accuse this guy of whatever, but it's like people who play, they play so slowly at the beginning and then suddenly they're like finding all these great moves like much faster. I go here and here. Probably should have done that earlier. Hmm. Yeah, what am I doing in response to this? Yeah, I guess I gotta just, yeah. Gotta break out somehow. He's gonna just move the rook, yeah. Now he's finding all the best moves. Okay, I'm gonna resign. Yeah, I don't know. Something about that game. Yeah, he plays at 96%. Very suspicious. It's the moving really slowly at the beginning that I find so suspicious. And then, okay, so I mean, I was doing okay here. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I guess because this tactic is so. Yeah, now I'm already cooked. All right. Well, that's a tough one. Let's see this guy's profile here. Yeah, 1545 and bullet's a bit suspicious, but I guess he doesn't have a lot of games. Yeah. Hmm. Well, who knows? Who knows? Okay. All right. Thanks for watching.